Fake nigga bred to a real nigga. That is some shit that you won't do. F up the commas. F up the commas. F up the commas. KNS Financial. RJ Heavenly. Japonica Keating. I got Sweet and Low on there. We got Stephanie on here. Cam88. Go Michigan. Go Blue. Darlene Carey in the house. Or is it Carey Darlene? Darlene Carey. How's it going, Cam88? Good to see you, man. Go Blue, man. Did Michigan beat Tulsa today? I don't know if they beat Tulsa today. Oh, it's tonight. Okay, yeah. I'm going to try and see if I can catch the game online because I got rid of my cable a long time ago. Hi from the gym. Low. Used to be working out. I just took a perk. Now I'm on another level. I didn't really take a perk. I'm kidding. What's going on, everybody? A 9. Okay, cool. True TV. Okay, cool. I'll try. Great Coach Sam. I love Tennessee. Good to see you, Darlene Carey. Yo. Great Coach Sam. I've been hyped for the last couple days. Are you watching Holy Cross Southern? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's even a good game, yo. Life's been good, man. I've been grinding, man. I've been grinding, doing some partnerships with some corporations. Now, we're just trying to... Oh, word? Start me up. Jay Garcia. What's going on in the house, yo? It's hard to dance in a chair. Let's have a money shower. The llama. Well, I'm going to talk so much. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Thanks. Hockey Manager's been reading my mind. Do me a huge favor and share this out for me, please. I want to share a quick story about the importance of knowing that you're enough. Mama Hands is in the house. Thank you for Mama Hands. Say, Jets fan, what's going on, B? Thank you for sharing this out. Invite your friends and followers. Please share this. Swipe right, swipe left. Invite people on Twitter. Get people here from Periscope. Periscope's been acting a little funny lately. So, Japonica, thank you, Miss Keating, for doing that out there for me. Inviting your friends and followers. Thank you, Darlene Carey. Thank you, Great Coach Sam. It's been a minute since I've been here. Thank you for sharing and invite, everybody. Please do me a favor, share and invite. Jay Garcia is my man. Get self-belief. He's phenomenal. Check out Jay Garcia. He's doing some great things as well. Great Coach Sam as well. I'm trying to catch one of Great Coach Sam's Periscope because he's gonna be a speaker too, man. If he isn't already, he'll be motivating people. Great Coach Sam. I'm just telling you the truth. That's it. I'm just telling you the truth. So guys, how are you guys doing today? How's everybody doing? What's the book in the middle? Start me up. And this is Give and Take by Adam Grant. Adam Grant. Let me tell you quickly about this story, about this book. It's a very good book. It's a lot of dang pages. Took me a while to go through it, almost 300 pages. Yeah, high twos. But so Give and Take. The thing about Give and Take is that this kind of I actually base my life off this kind of book. Now, what does that mean? Well, real talk. I give a lot more than I take from people, and so. The whole point is it's a revolutionary approach to success in the sense that a lot of people think when you're networking with people, it's about what you can get from people, what you can take from people. When you find a relationship or a partnership or somebody you meet out there, it's like maybe I should just try and meet them because they know somebody. All that kind of stuff, right? But the reality is when you give, when you become a giver, when you give so much, everything flows back to you. And it's the kind of the concept I have of abundance. I believe in abundance, right? I believe that there's enough money out there. A company made trillions of dollars today, right? And you've never heard of it, right? It does feel good to give, man. It feels good. So giving is multiple levels. There's more flow to that. So when you give, right, you realize that it always comes back to you because there's reciprocity. People remember that. And then the other thing too is, and they want to return the favor. But the other thing too, when you're giving, is there's a euphoric feeling you get, right, from giving more. So yeah, that's right. Business success is based on that. It's absolutely true. So I'm gonna talk to you guys real quick. I want to ask you guys a quick question. 2 questions. Who is new in my scope? If you're new to my scope, please put a 1 in the chat box. I'm going to tell you who I am, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what the scope's about. I want to empower you today because this is Wednesday. You're almost new, Chris Monroe. Are you from St. Louis, Chris? I've been to St. Louis once or twice. It's been a minute though. I feel you're helping to bring someone else. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you know what? You feel that's how you feel. You feel like you're helping. Jay London, thank you for being here. St. Louis. Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember St. Louis. Just giving, yeah, it's a natural high. Carla Bissong is in here. do me a favor and follow Carla. I think she's scoping a little bit more. She's a young African-American entrepreneur based in Houston, Texas, who runs an art gallery, doing a phenomenal job, financial mind, but yet she has a creative and artistic mind as well. So it's kind of great. Tampa, I haven't been to Tampa in over 10 years. I remember it being really hot. I remember them having no basements. And those are the two things I remember. And I drove by the Roger James Stadium. I think that's where the Buccaneers play. Those are the three things I remember. It's super hot. It's hot. Like, I spent a month in Texas in the summer, and I was cool, right? Tampa was a unique situation. I felt like I had a wet, hot blanket on my head. Like you put a blanket in the microwave and you put it on me. Yeah, Raymond James, that's it. Raymond James Stadium, that's it. Something James. That's awesome. That's awesome. HT 1122. It was crazy. But, I mean, it's cool. Florida's cool. I like Florida. I was just in Miami a while ago. I was hot. Yeah, exactly. It sticks to you. Like, you take a shower and you kind of, that's the owner of the Bucks. You know the owner of the Bucks? Okay, that's cool. Oh, the Glazers, I think their name is. Heather. Thank you, Heather. What's going on, man? Taxis got my time, Christian. Check out Christian Cotta. Jay Glazer, that's it. Check out Christian Cotta. He's a fundamental. He's into building sales funnels for businesses and stuff. He's doing great things. So look, for those who don't know who I am, yeah, tax season, I'm a ghost, man. I left early today because I'm burning myself out. Yeah, you know, Chris, it's crazy. I'm a CPA, so I have tax clients and corporate clients. I've been working till midnight every night for the last couple of days. And it's crazy. Today's the day I left early, and I left early like at 7 o'clock, and that's early. So let me tell you who I am before I go into it. I'm just trying to grind, Chris. I'm just trying to make money. And make money, I can keep things away from me, and I can give a lot more. That's the mentality I have. So let me tell you who I am. My name is Ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the best-selling author of Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, and I'm the founder of Economics, where we focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. Economics is EKANOMICS.com. I work with businesses all across the country to help them grow their business, grow their revenues, and set their pricing as well as raise them and increase and improve their business. Now, that's not what I want to talk to you about. I do scopes on motivation and small business. I talk about getting media attention. Holy Cross beats Southern. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a toss-up right there. That's why it's a playing game. Yeah, it's a toss-up. Yeah, Holy Cross has been good, yeah. But, yeah, so in addition to that, I try to, hey, what's going on, True No Lies? Yulan's from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Check him out as well. He's scoping more. Real cool cat. He talks about transition and helping people, come from people who've gone through bad times to get them to a good time. So he's a good guy to follow as well. Check him out. Hockey manager. I've known him. He's a hockey manager. He does hockey stuff. Loves hockey, and I'm Canadian. Allison M. Kane, good to see you as well. Thank you for being in here. So, let me tell you what I want to talk to you about. Some of you guys on here have started businesses. Some of you guys want to start businesses. Some of you want to do stuff, whatever it is. Some of you all want to write a book. Some of you want to start that business. Some of you want to start a nonprofit. How many people here want to do something more? Like, tell me, put whatever you want to do in the chat box. So you could say, I want to start a business. I'm trying to grow my business. I'm trying to start a nonprofit. I'm trying to do some volunteer work. I'm trying to write a book. Whatever you're trying to do, put a 1 in the chat box and share it out with me. Also, Sandy, what's happening? Dog training business. Okay, I'm learning about the Forex market. Okay, Jets fan, I dig it. And Jets fan also wants to be a pilot too. He's gonna get there. Grow my business. Also, Sandy, that's my girl. How you doing? Also, Sandy. I don't think I have much. Oh, Rich John Willing. Hell yeah, start a business. Jay London. That's it. Kick off my business. Great. So the reason I'm saying is the reason I'm asking is this. You have everything you need. And the reason why I thought of this is for 2 particular reasons. Also, Sandy wants to write a children's book. You'd be surprised how easy that would be for you to do that. Yeah, I'm not in business, man. I'm a businessman. Entrepreneurship is the only way to. Chris Monroe, that is the truest thing I've ever read. Entrepreneurship is the only way to economic freedom. Period. Drop the mic. If this was a real mic, I would drop it, but it's not. It's a time mic, so I can't. But yes, you're absolutely right. I dropped that bitch. Dead serious. Why? Because there's so many of us who are taught this idea that we're supposed to go get a job, and we're taught this. It's part of the school system. It's not your fault. We're all taught this. This is part of the school system, right? Thank you so much, Cam88. We are taught this whole system. Go to school, do this, just like our parents were in our great, and they weren't trying to hurt us, right? This song always gets me hyped, and I'm gonna go into my message. It's part of the culture. It happens all over the country. Tyler Perry, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
Jump man, jump man.
Them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something.
They just not just bluffing, miseducation. Woo! So, you know what? Sorry, I got excited, man. I had no energy drinks, man. I swear I had no energy drinks. Jamel J, good to see you, Jamel J. I just get hyped with music. So this is the thing. For humanities, some Robitussin. Man, Chris, you don't understand, my man. Like, I'm just like, I can't even handle, like, I'm excited about life. I wake up, I'm excited about life. Sometimes I get down like everybody else, but I'm excited about life, man. Like, because I know that this is it. You know why I'm excited about life? When you talk to somebody who has no future, when you talk to somebody who doesn't have any vision for their lives, you'll notice a very, very simple principle. They can't see the next day, the next week. They can't even do anything, right? And because of that, when they get up in the morning, they're sad. Whatever problems they're having is weighing on them like a weight belt. Get a job with benefits. That's what they tell. Exactly, dynamic Daphne. Get a job with benefits, right? And then one day you get fired. And then what? You have an idea, a plan, clarity for the outcome. It's called vision rather than a dream. I agree with that, Christian. I completely agree with that. Aloha. Good to see you. Mahalo. Laid off. That's what happens, man. Look, I've been laid off before a couple years ago. Let me be real with you guys. I've been laid off before. And I remember for the first couple months, I literally was like, and it was a company downsizing. I got laid off because we lost half of our clients for a company I worked for like 8-9 years ago. And I literally was like, holy cow. Like, I felt like I was defined by my job. Then I realized a very simple principle after 2 months. It took me 2 months of wallowing to figure this out. I have everything I need to get to that next level. And I said I would never be in this place again. I needed to go through that bad point to realize I was never going to be in this place again. So right now, listen to me. Internship interview coming up. I'll tell you that. Hey, I'll answer that in a second, hockey manager. Don't leave. So look, I want to tell you guys something real simple principle. If you're in a situation, Chris, I feel like you're listening to my head already before I'm saying it, man. You've been laid off twice. Look, you have to hit rock bottom first. You have to hit a place where you make a decision to say, I'm not going to take it anymore. There is no way that I'm going to take this anymore. And what ends up happening next is your brain starts opening up. Ebong, is business a good major for college? It is, Cam. Business, accounting, that's what I did. You want to focus. You want to focus on, find something you want to do. Whether it's business with computers or business with something in general. You don't want to just strictly business. What ends up happening is you end up doing sales, right? So you want to figure out specifically what direction you want to go, right? Look for the bottom, make sure you're at your bottom. Exactly. Look for the bottom, make sure you're at your bottom. Exactly. So that's the thing. And so the real talk for me was I needed to be in a situation where I could look back and say, I will never be in this place again. What I need to do next is figure out what gifts I have and how I can share those with the world. So look, there's a very simple principle I want to share with you guys. I said earlier, you have everything you need. A lot of people think they need that. I need to meet that person. I need that computer. I need this. I need the economy to be better. All of those stuff, it's irrelevant. Because if you're not where you need to be, none of that stuff matters. I've met so many people who've made more money during recessions than they have during the booming times. I've made more money during the recession than I did during the booming times. Why? Because I had to think differently about how I built my business, how I built who I am. You know what I'm saying? You too, Chris? You see what I'm saying? I completely agree with you. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, I want to empower you. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with a quick message. All right. So some of y'all, this is not a biblical thing. This is not a religious thing. But I read the Bible. But one of the stories I'm going to share with you is the David and Goliath story. Right? So the obvious David and Goliath story. Hold on a second. Let me find I got books everywhere. So let you all know that. Outliers. I can't find it. What a time to be alive. Doing yours like I'm doing mine. We talking team? We talking team? Are you switching sides? Scared money don't make money. Exactly. Comeback trail. Good to see you, my friend. David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell. It's an amazing book. So, man, I got really big rings. I got to get some big rings. I'm telling you guys, I got a really big team. So let me tell you this. Sorry, before I go into that. The reason I brought that up was David and Goliath. Very simple story. When you think about David and Goliath, what do you guys normally think about? Just put some words in the chat box. What do you think about when you think of David and Goliath? I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. And I'm gonna blow your minds a bit with something. Yeah, I know, Lo. Big ring. Not rings, just a big ring. Underdog story. Never hit another time clock. Exactly, Chris. I love that. I love that. I love that. I'll take that time clock and throw it at somebody. Slaying giants, overcoming something big, leverage, faith. Awesome. Little man conquering small guy, defeating a big guy. Beast. Small guy winning. Great. This is why I said this, because when I was growing up, that was one of my favorite stories, as well as Samson. Very similar thing. And this is the thing, I'm going to leave you a couple principles. Against all odds, just a strength, ready for your moment, mind over matter. I'm going to share with you guys a quick little story about this. So with David and Goliath, when Goliath was there talking crazy to the Israelites and King Saul, right? David came with his sheep, and his brothers were talking crazy to him, and his brother said, who's going to watch that sheep? As in, what are you doing here? You're a sheep herder. You know, hit the road, my friend. Meek speaks. Good to see you, Meek. And so, burn the boats. Don't look back. I love that fixing rant. Good to see you again. I'm seeing you in a minute. So what ended up happening? He didn't need all the gadgets exactly. So what ended up happening was this. So David is like, okay, cool. What's going on? King Saul says, I will give all this money, all this land, all this titles and stuff to the person who kills Goliath. And then everybody, people who were fighters, people who were already in the military said, no, I'm not interested. People who were already in the military said, no, I'm not interested in fighting Goliath. We're all going to die. Forget it. It's a wrap. Let's throw in the towel. That's what most of the world would tell you. So what ended up happening was this. David said, you know what? I'll slay this guy. He walked over, right? Before he went over, King Saul put armor on him. He said, here, take my armor. Gave him an armor, gave him a sheath, gave him a sword, gave him some boots, gave him the hat, everything else he did to be a warrior. He couldn't even walk in it. He'd never used it before. He couldn't even do it. He just dropped it on the ground and said, forget it. David went and picked up 5 rocks, 5 smooth stones, okay? And then he made a declaration and told him, look, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna kill you here in this very day and feed your fish to the birds of the air. Took one rock, boom, hit him in the head, stunned him, went over, cut off his head. Everybody else ran. Now here's a moral of the bigger part of the story, right? Yes, 5 smooth rocks. Here's the moral of the big story. The first is this. People who know you, people who love you, people who are your friends, people who don't know you, haters, everybody who comes in contact with you, when you share your dream with them, the one thing they will say to you when you share your dream with them is that they're gonna actually try and make you feel bad for having dreams bigger than theirs. First one, they're gonna make you feel bad they'll make you feel bad for having a dream bigger than theirs. You see what I'm saying? I can't see the books. Oh yeah. They'll make you feel bad. They'll make you feel bad. TEDx. The first thing is they'll make you feel bad. Make you feel bad for having dreams bigger than theirs. Right? That's the first lesson. So David's brother was talking crazy to him. Who's taking care of that sheep? What are you doing here? You're a sheep herder. Hit the bricks, my friend. Right? First, that's the first thing. Gone. Kevin Madison's in the house. Follow my man Kevin Madison. Just click on his profile. Follow him. That's my man. Youngstown native. Millionaire mentor, doing a lot of great things. Love that guy. First principle, right? People will talk crazy to you when you share your visions. People you know, your family members, people who are in your life. You'll start to doubt yourself. Difference is David didn't doubt himself. He knew what he had to do. The second lesson, the second principle, David walked over, right? David walked over to Goliath. Before he did that, King Saul gave him armor. David couldn't even walk in it. He almost fell. This is the second principle. There are people who will tell you how to do things and have never done it themselves. You'll have a dream or a vision you want to accomplish, a business you want to start, a book you want to write, an idea you want to take to another level, something you want to do with your life. And people will come to you and tell you it's not a good idea, but they have never tried it before themselves. They're stuck in their own group thing. They're stuck in their own prison. Everybody has a mental prison that they're stuck in, and they're trying to bring you into that with them. They come and tell you that's not a good idea, it's never going to work. When you look back at their history, they've never done anything. They never tried anything. All they do is complain, right? King Saul gave him armor, trying to help him out. But the reality is it hindered him. It didn't let him do what he was supposed to do, right? The third principle, which is the most important one, the third principle I'm going to share with you is very simple. David went and picked up 5 smooth rocks, but he only used 1, right? He had 4 other rocks he had with him, but he only used 1. This is a simple thing. David had been killing wolves. David had been killing other animals, protecting his flock of sheep, or protecting his herd of sheep for months, right? For years. For as long as he's been a shepherd boy, he'd been protecting his sheep with a slingshot. So he had built up the experience. He built up the ability to do what he was doing. He knew what his gift was. His gift was, I can hit anything from 100, 200 yards away with accuracy. I don't need to hear anything from you. I don't need to hear anything from my brother. I don't need to hear anything from a king. I don't need to hear from somebody who's never done anything. You feel what I'm saying? So he had 5 stones, used 1 rock, and killed the biggest thing that the Israelites have ever seen in their lives. You have an opportunity right now. You have everything you need. You're looking right now at yourself. What gifts do you have? So while you're worried about the computer, while you're worried about that opportunity, while you're worried for that phone call, what gifts do you have today that you can share to the world that the world will pay you handsomely for? I want to let that sink in. Maybe you missed it. What gifts do you have right now that you can share with the world that the world will pay you handsomely for? Everything you have right now has value. Not because I'm telling you it, because it's the truth. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Juice Man Wexford, for sharing. So the mistake I see a lot of businesses make, a lot of people make, a lot of people in general make is, I want to write a book. Right? Well, okay, write the book. Oh, I need to do this first. I need to do that first. I need to do this. The stories, right? But the reality is they have everything they need to share their vision. Go find people who are doing what you want to do and model your success after them. Very simply put. The other thing, too, is everything you've been doing stuff already to build up a level of gifts that you have that people will pay you money for. Steve Harvey talks about the importance of jumping. And everybody's born, everybody's built with gifts in them, right? But the key is this. In order to live a life of prosperity and passion and purpose, you have to actually use those gifts. Too many people are putting their gifts in a box and leaving a box on the shelf. And later on in life, they're like, I don't understand why I have a miserable life. I'm not living my truth. I'm not living my gift. Let's be real. This had to earn me nearly $1 million was knocked by every person I told about. Exactly. See what I said about Kevin? You see what I'm saying with y'all? Gotta keep a balance. You see what I'm saying? They said it was stupid. Exactly. Like, I didn't even know that story. And what I'm telling you is biblical principles that manifest in real life on a regular basis. You see what I'm telling you about Kevin? Why do you think I call him a millionaire mentor? Right? Why do you think I call him that? Why do you think I'm telling you that he's grinding like that? The reality is this. The things that he was doing, he knew what he was doing. People will laugh at you. People will make jokes. People will say stuff. You know how many people told me that I would never be able to play professional basketball? You know how many people told me I never played basketball in high school, let alone college? I had a physics teacher in high school tell me I would never make it in college. I had 2 people on my basketball team as a freshman who tell me I would never make the basketball team. I became all city in a city of 2 million people in Toronto. 2 million people. I was on the all city list for 2 years. Now you understand why I don't listen to what people have to tell me. I don't listen to advice. I don't take advice from quitters. I don't take advice from people who aren't living the life of prosperity. I don't take advice from people who aren't doing the things that they should be doing. I don't take advice from people who tell me things that they've never tried before. You can learn as much from failure as you can from success. So I'm not saying someone who failed, they can't give advice. They can. But a lot of people who are giving you advice have never tried anything in their lives. They're making up excuses, things they read on the news, read on newspapers, saw something on Facebook, and they tell you they're giving you nonsense. I've always heard that from my family. You see that, Jamel? People always, again, a lot of their goal is to keep you safe. Some of their goals to be negative. Some call it losing, I call it learning. Thank you, Christian. I love that, man. I love that, man. That is awesome. My boys called Hope. I didn't miss too much. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate that, man. Look, the goal is very simple. I'm trying to leave this earth empty, right? I read this book after a wife of my friend died. And after my dog died within a 2-week period. My dog died, and a week later, my good friend's wife passed away from cancer, 34 years old. I went and got this book called Die Empty. This is about 2 years ago. This literally book has changed my life in terms of what I try to do every single day to die empty. It's called Die Empty by Todd Henry. So I went and got this book, and I was reading this book when I was traveling. I was going to Dallas, Texas for work on a regular basis. An amazing book. And for about a month or so, I had a client in Dallas, Texas I was flying to every single week. And this is the thing. And the same period of time, I read The Alchemist. I cried after I read this book. I was on a plane, landing in Dallas, Love Field, and I finished the last 2 pages of the book on the plane, and I cried. Why? Because it reminded me of the things that I said earlier. What's the book called? It's called The Alchemist. This one. The other one is called Die Empty. Die Empty and The Alchemist. The Alchemist you should read first, and then you can read Die Empty after. But The Alchemist is great because why? It reminds you of it's life changing. It wasn't Allison. It was life changing for me too. It reminds you that you have a gift. You have a legend. You have something that the world wants. But too many people, we tell ourselves we don't have what it takes. We don't have enough. So the whole point of my whole scope today was to tell you, to remind you that you have everything you need to succeed. You have to believe that everything you have is within you. But the thing is, you need to take the first step. So here's a simple principle, what you can do. Take the first step. Just do me a favor. Go find out who is doing whatever it is you want to do and learn from somebody. You don't need to have one guru, right? I have multiple people that I spend time with and learn from. I learn from Kevin Madison. I learn from people on Periscope. I learn from people I meet personally. I met Greg Reed, who wrote this book. Learn from him. Right? It's phenomenal. Peter Shankman. I meet him as well. Zombie Laura, it's about customer service. I meet him too. Don't need to build a wall. You need to lay a brick. Exactly. You don't need to build a wall. The great Smith, I got it from Will Smith, man. Guys like, again, I learned from guys from Kevin Madison. Grant Cardone, Lowe and I were just in his office about a month ago, like actually 3 weeks ago. I got a lot of books, man. I got books here you haven't even seen yet. I was hanging out with, you saw a picture on Instagram. I was with Grant Cardone in his office, talking to him, talking to Jared, right? There's another great book you need to check out. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. This changed my life as well. Life-changing book. Because it reminds you about giving. It's part of the give and take methodology of giving, right? One brick at a time. That's it. What's best book? Just start out with any book. You know what I would suggest is, if you can, Jets fan, get Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. It changes your mind. Oh yeah, you try to get Grant on your podcast. I'm telling you, man, he'll sizzle your ears out. And the best book besides my book, you're right. But Jets fan already has my book. I sent him a copy already a month ago. Start Me Up. It's my book. But and so does Adam. So does a bunch of people here. You've been trying for 2 months. Keep growing. Keep trying it, man. I'll see what I can do. Who's the author? Todd Henry. Die Empty. Todd Henry. OVO, man, the businessman.
It is what it is. Trust me, you get what you give.
Blessed. I'm blessed every single day. I'm leveraging my relationships now. Exactly. You should just scope and go through all your books. That's a good point. I should do a scope on books.
Blessings for me and my niggas from the six.
Look what we did. Hey, I'm from the 6. I'm from Toronto, so I know what the 6 is about. Stop worrying about whoever's next. Look, I'm just trying to inspire you guys. I'm trying to touch your spirit. I got you a sign. Yes, Jets fan, it was awesome. Thank you so much, man, for getting it. I appreciate that. I'm so happy for you, your trajectory, what you're doing. I can't wait to hear about you. The 6 is a term for the for Toronto. Daphne. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Pricey at 679 Fetty. That's right. I love that. So guys, I just want to remind you, you have everything you need. But the first thing you have to do is figure out, what gift do I have? And you know what happens? A gift is something that you don't have to work too hard to do. It's a gift is something that when people start to recognize on a regular basis, and at some point in time, somebody wants to give you money for it. My gift is my ability. I'll share it with you. I have a lot of things that I've learned, and I think I'm good at. My gift is my main gift is this. I've learned this over the last couple of years, to be able to take ideas and concepts and present them in a way that people can understand and act on them. And that can lead to empowerment. That can lead to motivation. That can lead to a whole bunch of different things. Thank you so much, True Lies. Thank you, Lon. I appreciate that, man. So that's what my gift is sharing people. Exactly. And also my ability to connect with people. The social EQ that I have, or acuity that I have to work and connect with people. That's it. I love it. I enjoy it. Exactly, Christian. That's perfect. You guys are awesome, man. The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. Trying to compromise. Trying to show up. So I Snapchat that hope. Oh, thank you so much, Oso Sandy. That's a story I'm trying to leave you guys with, David, man. There's so many stories like that. What's in the book next to Habit? Oh, Zombie Loyalist. This is about great customer service. If you guys have ever heard of Help a Reporter Route, that's the guy who founded Help a Reporter Route. Peter Shankman. Met him a few times. I did a mastermind actually with him about 2 years ago, and heard him speaking and did a mastermind. Amazing guy, Peter Shankman. He's all about customer service, stuff like that. Nice guy, based in New York. A very interesting story. Very early employee at AOL and everything else from back then. It's amazing, amazing. I have a great one for you, winning the story awards. I want to check that out. Thank you so much, Jamel J. You're phenomenal. You're phenomenal. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are great. Thank you so much for everything, for being here. You guys are phenomenal. For 2016, I can't, man. I'm Canadian originally. And now I'm American, but I'm naturally born. I naturalized. So, unfortunately, I can't. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to ride out with 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. Ted Cruz was born in exactly was, but his parents were American. That's the difference. So he's a naturally born, because naturalizing means you come through your parents or you're born here. So I can't do the chair. Pull up in a Phantom. Pull up with a dancer. Got a pocket full of money. Kind of hard to keep my pants on.
Nigga trying to run the bands up. Fuck a bitch with my hands up. Little Quake fuck the Zans up. Kind of hard to understand up. Duffel bags in the Escalade. Caught a bitch still.
Bread truck. Sorry, also Sandy. I like trap music. You voted trap yesterday. Hey, look, you can vote whatever you want. That's totally cool. I know. Look, I want to share something with you guys before we wrap this up. I want to share something with you guys about politics, and I'm going to give you guys a little nuanced point. So this is the thing. If you're watching, your habits are your employees. Oh, that's a great one. Damn, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, I need to talk to you, Christian. I know I didn't get back to you. I was thinking about that. I apologize. All right, I'll check that out, Yulon. Thank you so much, man. Here's the thing about the election. You guys need to think about. Don't allow your by Lisa Ford, David McNair, William Perry. I'll check that out too. You need to not allow things like that to distract you. Okay? Because again, a lot of people will get distracted by Trump, Rubio, all that kind of stuff, and Cruz and Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. They'll get distracted. I see how many people, half the people I know on my Facebook. I have 5,000 Facebook friends. I have a couple thousand Facebook fans. Oh yeah, that's right, Rubio dropped out. But all these people, all they're doing is arguing about stuff on Facebook about politics, and none of their argument is going to change anything, right? So, go vote, go do whatever you need to do, knock on doors, volunteer for whatever candidate you like. That's great. That's part of the process. Do that. Argue on Facebook is just a distraction. Keeps you sucked into Facebook instead of sucked into your business. Plain and simple. Have at least 20 people that are sharing nothing but exactly. So for those people, when I see it a couple times, I hide them, And if I don't know them well enough, I just unfriend them. I got like 400 people who want to be my friend on Facebook, and I got people, so I don't need any of that. Can't wait for National Unfriend Day in November. I love that. Unfriend Day ass right now. Look, let me put it this way. I want to tell you a quick little thing. The people who are killing it in life. I learned a very simple thing. Unfriend on their birthday. Say happy birthday and unfriend them. I love that. This is the thing I've learned. I spend time with I'm part of a group called I won't tell the name of the group. But I'm part of this group with literally all these people who are multimillionaires, tens of millions, hundreds of millions. We got a guy in the group that's worth like $500 million. And it's a simple thing. I went out to eat with this guy who's worth maybe $100 million. We had lunch. And the one thing I noticed from him was this. He had a notebook. This is my notebook called Plans for World Domination. I got journals all over the place. Lowe's got me a bunch of journals. I got a bunch of journals. So I got a journal now. So one thing I noticed is we were sitting there having lunch, and he pulled out his journal. And he's writing in it every single time we're talking. He's making notes. I'm like, why do you got a journal? He's like, look, I gotta write down my ideas every single time. I gotta write down everything I talk about, things that I learn, things that I pick up from people, things that I learn from you. Why? Because again, when you write down your ideas and your dreams and your visions, you have a better chance of actually moving forward with them. You have a better chance of doing that with so many people. Method is so efficient. Exactly. The guy who took 6th richest person by making $1 billion overnight. There you go. That's awesome. It happens, man. You can make that. If someone can make $6 billion, what stops you from making 500,000? What stops you from making 100,000? Right? To some people, 100,000. I want to hang out with people that if I made $500,000, I'm embarrassed. I really do. That's kind of my bar. That's my bar right now. Journal your life into exactly. Thank you. Journal your life into existence. Mendo likewise journal. Yes, I journal. I write. I have multiple journals in my bag. I carry them with me. I have my dreams. I have my goals in here. I have things that I'm trying to accomplish. I have all these ideas and things. I'm not sure exactly what, but I have strategy stuff in here. I have strategy stuff that are in here as well. Look, I even got one called Empire Building. Empire Building. You know, and Lo got me a 5-minute journal. I can put stuff in there all the time. I write stuff in here, ideas that I have. I have sticky notes that I have. I even have sticky notes that I have in here, right? For world domination. It's a very simple principle. I can go back to it, right? I write down, I go back to it. A 5-minute journal, it's a journal literally that she bought for me that has like all these, I don't have it, it's in my bag, and which is far away. I don't want to take off my thing. But literally it's a journal that actually walks you through 5 minutes. And so like you can journal in 5 minutes. So it asks you questions about your goals today, what you're trying to accomplish today, who you're trying to talk to, what you're supposed to do, that kind of stuff. But it targets you, it kind of pushes you towards something. So there's actual structure to it. I got other journals. I got another journal. I got journals I'm going through this. I'm going through them. Why? I have to write. Thank you. That's a great point, Daphne. That's a great point. First thing I do when I wake up, I spend the first 5 minutes meditating and talking about what I'm grateful for. People in my life, my health, my wealth, everything that I have in my life, I'm happy for it. Because again, it's easy to wake up and be, wake up and be like, I gotta do this, and being anxious, and your whole day is ruined because you run around like a chicken with your head cut off. So that's basically it. God's Princess, thanks. I didn't see you slide in here. Good to see you, God's Princess. Guys, I want to thank you for sharing this out. I want to thank you for grinding with me. How your day starts sets the tone. You guys are phenomenal. How long did it take you to become a habit? Yulon, after I saw that guy do that and listened to Jim Rohn, Jim Rohn. He talked about journaling, and I started hearing other people say the same thing. Notice your morning patterns. Exactly. Hey, Lexi, good. Thanks for being in here. Follow me. My sculpture about motivation and business. You're gonna like it. I'm listening to Travis Scott. I'm gonna get you hyped. You're gonna start doing push-ups. I'm gonna get you hyped. You're gonna start doing push-ups, and you're gonna live a life of your dreams. So Yulon, answer your question. I started doing it every day. It took me maybe a week or two, maybe a couple weeks. But again, my dreams are so clear. My vision is so clear that me writing it down does nothing. Does nothing. Me writing them down aids in me getting there quicker. So because of that, I've turned it into a habit. What did you just say about 14 pounds? I missed that because I was in the middle of a thought. What'd you say? God's Princess. So,
my Starbucks is where I get my favorite roast.
I just want to remind you guys, push-up. I need Tony. Yeah, I'm gonna get you doing push-ups. It's all hype. Listen to the Future. I said I'm down with push-ups because I gotta. Oh, you gotta drop 14 pounds. Yes, we'll do push-ups. And then we do some push-ups. Doing treadmill. Listen to the Future. Exactly. Write it down and make it a plan. I see it. You gotta write it down and make it a plan. And when you win, when someone comes to you say, "Hey, remember me from high school? Where your ass was at? Where was that? Where your ass was at when I was poor? Where your ass was at when I didn't have money? When I asked you to help?" You pull this gun off. I know. Darlene, I can't help it. I know. I'm still on your list to call. Yes, you are. Give me a call when you're ready. That's a great song. I'm turned. Oh, so Sandy. I'm turned. We got Drake. I got a lot of energy. Hey, hockey manager. Why was it Metro shut down? They had a problem with one of the cables, one of the wires and stuff. So they had to shut down the Metro. This is what happens in DC. Right, in DC, what ends up happening is Metro has a problem. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every old lady, everybody you know complains about how bad the Metro is. They've never been anywhere else. That's why they talk crazy. They've never been on the L, which kind of sucks. They've never been on what do you call it? The subway system in New York, which is dirty and dingy. They never spent time in a city where there's no Metro, right? And they got to drive every damn where. They've never been in LA where they spend like 30 minutes to go 10 miles. They've never been any of those places. So they run their mouths and complain about the tracks all day long. It's annoying. Man, I ain't got no choice. Self-employed. Just keep leaving it behind too much. I'm beginning. Just keep leaving it behind too much. You got it, Yulon. You start doing something. Yeah, I love New York City. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking crazy about New York City. It's a little dirty, but I love the subway. Right? A lot of movies shot there. I love it. Or the heat. Yes, London Underground. That was the worst. I lived in London for a year. The heat in there is ridiculous. It's like being in a desert, but humid. It's like being in Tampa. I love Manhattan. I'm in New York. Dude, don't panic. The ratchets. Heard that brother came through squeezing on the ratchets. Call you with mutt. Sorry, I'm lit. I'm turned. When I hang up, I'm gonna be back to F up some commas. You know, I'm gonna work. I'm trying not to work too late. But guys, you guys have been great. Look, hey, God's Princess, look, I told people earlier, you were new to my scopes. Thanks so much, Daphne. I'm happy to be alive. Look, regardless of what's going on with me, I find something to be gracious about and something to have gratitude for. That's basically it. What's your thought process on overcoming obstacles? Focus marketing. That's a great question. My thought process on overcoming obstacles, I look at them in manageable steps. So too many people look at things as insurmountable. If something's bigger than you are, what ends up happening is you tend to quit. You tend to feel like it's not possible. So a lot of people will look at it and say, oh my God, this task is so daunting. What your brain ends up doing is, oh, it's not good to see you, real Marcus Hart. What ends up happening, your brain does is, your brain sees something that's too far away and says, you know what, let's save our time and energy. Don't waste your time trying to deal with this. But the reality is, if you look at it in manageable steps, you can overcome any kind of obstacles, depending on the obstacles you're trying to overcome. If you have everything you need, if it's trying to get a certain relationship, now you got social media, you can end up connecting with other people. If you got dieting as an example, perfect example. Part of the problem with dieting is this. It's not, oh, sweet and low saying yellow. So basically, this is very simple. When it comes to dieting, is changing your habits, right? It's a great book. Changing your habit. You got Power of Habit. You got to change your habits, but create things to make it easier for you. So here's an example. If you want to go to the gym in the morning, don't get up in the morning looking for your shoes. Pack a bag, leave it by the door. So all you need to do is get out of bed, pick up your bag, and walk out the door. Go get a gym that's next to your house. Make your meals ahead of time when you already have the willpower. Because again, we have a limited amount of willpower, right? A limited amount of willpower. It's like a gas gauge. Limited amount of willpower. You want to save the willpower for things that are really, really important. I got to get back to work. Sent you a message. I'll check it out on Twitter, man. Thank you so much. Perception is everything. If you think you can't work it, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're actually right. You guys are awesome. I got to split. Gotta listen to Drake. Why? We gonna see. Yep, I shot some videos before I went live. Hello. So I shot a couple videos before I actually did my Periscope. We gonna see. Got a lot of enemies. Got his old Bama's trying to drain me of my energy. All this media chit chatter. Trying to make the money and praying on these chatters. Hey. I want you guys to hustle. I want you guys to grind. I want you guys to get what you're supposed to get on this earth. Freedom is what you need. But freedom comes from having empowerment. Not going to working for somebody who can dictate what you do in your life. You deserve a lot more than that. Please don't be happy to go. Exactly. Thank you so much, Focus Marketing. That's perfect. Life is a process. You can't get rid of habits. You got to exchange them. That's actually what the book talks about, actually. Let's get it, man. I want you to get hyped. So excited that when you become excited, you're obsessed. So but tomorrow, when you tell people your dreams and goals, they'll say this. They won't say, that's a good idea. They'll say, man, you're crazy. You are crazy. You're obsessed. I want to tell people, yes. When I told people I was trying to play professional basketball in Europe, they told me I was crazy. When they said, go get a job, go interview, I said, no, I'm trying to play professional basketball. I am obsessed. I spent all my time focusing on that. In 3 months, I got a professional contract to play basketball in Switzerland and in England. You feel me? So now you can understand why I don't care what anybody has to say to me. When I made a decision to do something, I have a blueprint to get there. I'll explain that to you in another scope. And then with that being said, guys, I want you to have an amazing Wednesday. Hump there for suckers, right? Hump there for people who are trying to work for the weekend. They're working for the weekend because they don't like their week. I love every single day of the week because yesterday I can't get back. So all I can focus on now is what I can get, where I want to get to a place where I don't have to worry about what the weekend is. I'll be so obsessed, so busy, so involved with my life that all the days blend together. I don't even know what day it is. I want you to have the same. I want the same for you.